All right. So good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning, May 30th. Can you believe it? End of May. So thank you so much for joining me for another Saturday morning. We've got a good workout for you. If you're just joining again, I'll go through my spiel one more time. We are using some weights. We're going to be doing an overhead hold. So something that first of all you can press safely overhead and then really work to stabilize through the center to hold it overhead, either as a static hold or as you walk. So that will be one exercise. Another one with the weights is going to be a deadlift. So you'll have one weight in each hand for a deadlift. And then we are also using a bench for a step up. If you don't have a step or a bench or something that you can safely step up and down off of, I'll give you modifications to do without that. So we'll go ahead and get started on our warm-up. And our warm-up is also part of our workout, so it's built into that time. So we're doing it 3 times. So the first time through, you're warming up. You're just, you're getting into everything. You don't have to go full force right away. You don't want to. So I'm going to start. So I'll give you an idea of what we're doing first. So we're doing high knees. So starting first, you can walk. Once you get warmed up, then you pick up the pace a little bit. You don't have to run in place if you don't want to. You can just keep doing that. The next one then is a little pogo jump. So just a little jump. If you don't want to jump, come up and do a calf raise. So just up and down, up and down. You can also do like a little squat, calf raise, little squat, calf raise. And then we move into a power skip. So opposite arm and hand. So it's like that run in place again, except bringing it up a little higher. So we'll do those 3 times. A minute on the high knees, 20 seconds on the pogo jumps, 30 seconds on the power skips. We do it again and again. Again, this is our warm-up. So the first time through, don't feel like you have to start running right away. You never just start right out. We start with our warm-up. So 3, 2, 1. We start with our high knees. So again, you can just, this first time, drive it up. Swing your arms though. We are warming up. We're warming up the whole body. And again, when you're ready, when you feel like you're warmed up, you can always pick up the pace a little bit. Do a little jog in place, swinging your arms. Do swing your arms though with your knees. So whether you're marching in place or you're running in place, 20 seconds to go. That next is going to be the pogo jump, or you'll do a little calf raise. And that'll be for 20 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Pogo jump. So it's a little bit, I have just like a little knee skip. If you don't want to jump, you do a calf raise here. So come up on your toes, little squat, come up on your toes, a little bend of the knee, come up on your toes. The next is a power skip. So really driving opposite arm and leg up. And again, then you bring it up by really skipping in place. This one's for 30 seconds. If you don't want to jump, drive it up. Drive it up. Reach the hand all the way up overhead, not crossing through the center. Straight up. Good. 2, 1. That was round 1. All right, so round 2. Again, we do this 3 times. This is still our warm-up. I would ask that you bring up the intensity each time. Right? That was our first about 2 minutes of warming up. We'll do it again. So maybe pick up the pace a little bit more. That high knees can become a jog in place. The pogo, you can pick it up a little faster. 2, 1. So again, we can jog in place, or high knees. If you're doing high knees, well, actually, whatever you're doing, swing your arms. Get the arms going too. That good cross-body movement where you're swinging arms and legs right just on your sides, just like if you were walking or running in place. And we're doing this for 60 seconds. Nice work. See, Debbie, we've been saying that we need to go out for a run together. For how long? This isn't what I meant. This is not what I meant. We need to actually go outside and run together. We have 10 more seconds. And again, into those pogos, which is either a little knee bend, calf raise, little knee, calf raise, little knee, calf raise, or an actual little hop. And you can, you know, if you want to have fun with it, I guess we'd call this more of like a little bunny hop. That was quick. That was only 20 seconds. And then power skip. So again, raising that hand up. Power here. So you're powering up. I like to think of this one as I'm driving my knee up with so much power that it lifts the other foot up off the ground. It's not about jumping. It's about how much power I'm driving that knee up with. 5, 2, 1. All right, we rest and we do it again. So I don't know about you, I'm starting to breathe a little heavy. I'm warming up. I am warmed up. There is no warming to it anymore. So we'll do it again in about 15 seconds. So again, this is where if you still are warming up, it's a little Saturday morning, keep going at the pace you want to go at. If that means bringing it all the way up, nice jog in place. 2, 1. Again, we start. High knees, jog in place. Swing the arms. Whatever you're doing, swing them just like you're running. The body is designed to do this. That cross movement. That's halfway. You know that thing that says anyone who says a minute isn't a long time has never run on a treadmill? They've also never run in place for a minute. Treadmill time and microwave time, those are the longest. 10 seconds. Remember, we go into our pogo hops next. 5. I'm glad I don't have downstairs neighbors. 2, 1. Pogo hop. Little bend to the knee. Popping up on your toes. Staying on the balls of your feet. So whether you're bending and calf raise, or you're actually doing that pogo hop, stay on the balls of your feet. Calves are on fire. 3, 2, 1. Power skip for 30 seconds. Really driving hands and knees up to the air. 10 seconds to go. And then we have a little rest. We introduce our next circuit. 3, 2, 1. All right. Grab some water, but keep walking around. We just got our heart rate up. Don't let it come all the way down. Good morning, Facebook. Thank you for joining us. All right, so our next exercise is the first is going to be an overhead walk. So you are going to grab a weight that you can safely press up overhead and keep it stacked right over your shoulder. I will sometimes hold my shoulder to make sure that I'm not wobbling around. Let me pause this timer. I want to go through these. So Again, you're gonna press that weight up overhead. And I don't remember, I think we're doing one side. We are. We're doing one side and then the other for 30 seconds each. So you'll press up, really work to keep that weight stacked right over your shoulder. You don't want it way out here because that'll do bad things to your shoulder joint. Strong through the center as you just walk around with it. If you don't feel comfortable walking with the weight, stand in place and just find your strength from the ground up. The next then, so we'll do that twice, once on each side. The next then is a sprinter start. I'm going to move the camera down so you can see me a little bit better. So again, we'll do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. You start both arms and legs down. Cat is optional. I'm going to sit up and reach across. So I'm reaching opposite arm and knee, and I'm reaching my hand down the inside, and then I will switch side plank to a knee drive. I'm going to come up into a side plank and drive that top knee in and out. You can also do this up on your knee, drive in and out. So you have a couple of options for that one. And then our single leg step up. So this is where first, if you have the step, you're going to do one leg and then the other. Focus on this one is on the downward step. So I'm going to step up and then slow down. Step up with power. Slow on that eccentric downward. If you don't have a step, you'll put one foot forward and you'll do split squats, squeezing your glutes to come up and down through the torso. So those are our 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises, but really it's like 7, 8 because we're doing each side. So we'll do those. Keep switching sides. I'll keep talking you through it as we go. And let's get ready to start with that overhead walk. So get one weight in hand. We start on one side, go to the other in 3, 2, 1. Overhead weighted walk. So I'm pressing this weight up overhead, keeping it stacked right over the shoulder. Good. I see some hands to that shoulder. That's just there to kind of give you that reminder to keep that weight stacked. And I just kind of walk around. But again, you can stay in one place and really just find that strength from the ground up. We're going to switch sides to press that other weight up overhead. Hold it up. And again, strength from the ground up, so make sure that you are pressing straight up. Try not to arch your back to keep the weight up. Try not to let that weight move out to the side. All right, down onto the mat for those sprinter starts. So you're laying all the way out, reaching left knee, right hand. Ten seconds to go. Again, we do this one side at a time. Man, are we gonna love that we're doing 4 sets of these. Who comes up with this stuff? Switch sides. About 5 seconds to go. 2, 1. And then the side plank or side kneeling with hip drive. Man, that's a fast transition. I'm gonna kneel, I think, today. Drive elbow to knee. Nice long side reach. Again, you can do this as a side plank. I'll just be honest, I'm not feeling it today. Seemed like a really good idea last night when I was writing this all out. This morning, not so much. 2, 1, switch sides. So I'm respecting my body and saying no, not today. So crunch up, crunch across, or crunch up that side, I guess. It's not a cross, it's same side, driving in, same side, elbow to knee, 10 seconds. After this will be that single leg step up, 2, 1. All right, single leg step up, slow it on the downward. So driving up, slow on the down. Five seconds. 2, 1, switch sides. Drive up, slow on the downward. Drive up, slow on the downward. Again, if you don't have a stepper here, you'll step back into a split squat. Upright through the torso, squeezing the glutes. Up and down. 2, 1. Back to that overhead weighted carry. It's quick transitions. Press that weight up overhead. Stabilize. And you find you're strong all the way from the ground up. That other supportive hand is just there to help you. Remember to keep the weight stacked over your shoulder. You shouldn't be doing any work with it. Just a reminder. 2, 1. And switch. Go ahead and do the other side. Again, strong from the ground up. Seconds. The next one will be those sprinter sit-ups. 2, 1. Down on the mat. We do one side and then the other. It's a fast transition. One leg and arm are extended down on the mat. You sit up with opposite arm and knee. Five seconds. 2, 1. Switch sides. Drive that knee in as you sit up, reaching towards your toes. Oh man, 2 in a row of these. 3, 2, 1. I'm not laying down on the job. All right. Up on one knee or one side plank for those knee drives. Again, you can do this from a plank on the floor, or you can do it as I'm doing it on one knee. Either way. You're feeling those obliques. We switch sides. After that is the step up or split squat. One side and then the other. 2, 1. Set up. Side plank with knee drive. Stepping up, slow on the down. Step up, slow on the downward. Two, 1. And again. My timer is all messed up. You're still doing those step ups. And 3, 2, 1. Switch to the overhead weighted walk. So weight right up overhead, strong from the ground up. You can stand in place and just find that strength from the ground up, or you can take a walk around. Working to keep that weight stacked right over your shoulder. You don't want it forward, back, or out to either side. Switch sides. And this is what? This is number 3. Working to keep that weight stacked right overhead, right over your shoulder, I should say. Down into those sprinter starts again, sprinter sit-ups. Got 5 seconds to go. 2, 1. Switch sides. "15 seconds. I know we're getting tired. I'm getting tired. I shouldn't speak for everybody else. I've had just about enough sprinter sit-ups. 5 seconds on this one. 2, 1. Switch, and we go to that side plank with the knee drive. Or side kneel with knee drive. Three, 2, 1. Switch sides. "10 seconds to go, and we go up to our step up after this. 2, 1. Go ahead and go to that step up. Again, my timer has gotten all wonky. So you're doing the first step up. I'll get my timer back on. All right, and we have about 5 seconds to go. You'll switch sides. 2, 1. All right, and back onto the other side. So still with those step ups, and then we have one more time through this whole series. Step up, slowly step down. So power in the step up, slow on that eccentric. Two, 1. All right, 5 seconds. And then we go into, again, our overhead. Yeah, I'm not liking these a lot. Is that like a Freudian slip? Weighted overhead. Keep it stacked right up overhead. Right up over your shoulder. I keep saying overhead. I really mean over your shoulder. You find strength from that shoulder joint all the way up, from the floor all the way up to your shoulder joint. We have 5 seconds on this side. 2, 1, switch. Set those shoulder blades in place. Set your core in place. Squeeze your glutes. Keep that weight straight arm stacked right up over your shoulder joint. Two, 1. Down on the floor. Last set of sprinter sit-ups. Thank God. All the way up. Driving that knee in. Five seconds on this side. Switch sides. This is our last set of these. That's gotta feel good, right? It'll feel good when we're done. About 10 seconds to go. And we go into the side plank with knee drive after that. 3, 2, 1. Or side kneel. Reach, extend, and crunch up the side. Ten seconds. Three, 2, 1. Switch sides. Ten seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. Single leg, step up. So stepping up, slow on the downward. Drive up, Slow, 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 slow as you can on the way down. Slow on the way down. Don't just drop down. Fight it. Work those quads. Engage your core. Work it all the way down. We're going to go into the other side. All right. The other side. Good. Fight it on the way down. It's not just a regular step up and down. Good. Not just a regular step up and down. It's slow on the downward, on the eccentric. Oh, I see what I did here. Oops. I put the timer in a different order than the exercises. That's why it's been so weird. I see. All right, so anyway, all right, so we rest and we switch and we go into the next set, which means I get to just play with the timer again this whole time. Apparently when I wrote the plan but then did the timer, I mixed them up. So anyway, our next set, we're resting. Go ahead and get some water. I will show you what we're doing. So eccentric deadlifts are first. So you're going to have weight in each hand. Stop the timer so I can talk you through this. So eccentric deadlifts, weight in each hand. Lightness through the knees, but not bending. So it's a straight leg deadlift, but that doesn't mean locked. So eccentric is that downward. I have the weights together. And I'm slowly, slowly, slowly lowering down and then pop up. Slowly, slowly, slowly down. So what you will feel is a stretch all the way through your hamstrings, back probably into your calves a little bit on that eccentric downward, and then squeeze your glutes. Pop up through your hips to bring it back up. That's our first. Got to see what we're actually doing. Now see, now we're not doing the step ups again because we did those. Glute bridge is next. So down on the floor. Down on the floor. Feet about hip width apart. Keep your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. And press up and down. And then the next one is a three-way lunge. So you are going to step forward. I've got to move my weights when I do this for real. I'm going to step forward into a forward lunge, drive back up to center, step out, drive back, and then I'm going to curtsy back behind. Step forward, step to the right, step back. We'll do one leg at a time, and then we repeat. All right? So we start with the eccentric deadlifts. We're going to go in about 10 seconds. So one weight in each hand. It is slow on the downward. 3, 2, 1. So slow, slow, slow. Keep your belly button pulled in. Straight spine, and then pop it up. Slow, slow, slow. Pop it up through your hips, not curving the spine at all. Good. Slow, slow, slow. Keep that belly button pulled up to your spine the whole time. Doing this for a minute. Did I mention that? I don't think I mentioned that. Ten seconds to go. 2, 1. And down onto The ground for the bridges are next. So feet hip width apart, squeeze your glutes, and press up. Keep squeezing the glutes. Work on getting your hips to come up evenly. We're doing this for a minute. So it really gives you a chance to work on your form. Really squeeze those glutes every time you come up. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Three-way lunges. So I'm going to step forward with my right foot, drive back up. Out to the right, curtsy lunge, and keep going with just that one side. So we'll do one side and then the other. On that side lunge, stick your butt back. Upright through the torso, stay facing forward, but stick your butt back. And the curtsy, you're dropping one knee behind your heel. 3, 2, 1. We do the other side. So forward lunge, drive back up to standing, out to the side. It's like my legs have forgotten how to work in the other direction. We're doing so many in a row on the one side. Seconds to go. Five, 2, 1, and we switch. All right, so we have a quick 30 seconds. Grab some water. That first one is the deadlift. So the slow on the downward deadlift in 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's 1 minute. Slow on the downward, really slow it down. Keep your belly button pulled up to your spine, so your spine is straight the whole time, and then pop it up. Seconds to go. About 10 seconds. Two, 1. Down into the glute bridges. All right. Working on squeezing your glutes to press up every time and to have your hips coming up and down evenly. 15 seconds to go. Two, one. Come on up. We've got our three-way lunges. Starting with the right leg forward to the right and curtsy. On that forward lunge, keep your torso upright. You're stepping forward. Your torso is upright. Drive back from that front leg. The side lunge, same thing. You're sticking your butt back, but your torso is still upright. You don't need to look at the floor. It's down there, I promise. Seconds. 10 seconds and we switch sides. I'm doing this round 3 times. 2, 1. Switch legs. So step forward, upright through the torso. Drive back up to standing, out to the side. Twenty seconds to go. You lose your balance? Just wait a second. You'll find it again. 5 seconds to go. 2, 1. All right, and we'll do that again. We have 30 seconds. Grab some water. Last set, starting with those deadlifts. This is our last set through, and then we've got our quick little finisher at the end. Nothing. Almost done. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lightness through the knees as you slowly lower down. Straight spine. It's not about bringing the weights to the floor. Seconds to go. Two, 1. Down on the floor. One more set of glute bridges. Squeeze the glutes. Hips come up evenly every time. Ten seconds to go. We're down to the last 2 minutes. After this, come on up. 3-way lunges. Upright through the torso. Oh, 20 seconds to go on this leg. Three, two, one. Last minute. Seconds. Fifteen seconds. We're so close. Two, one. All right, we have a quick recovery, and then we go into our last 1 minute. That's it. 1 minute burner. What are we doing? Spider-Mans. Nothing like starting the day with some Spider-Mans. So you come up into a high plank, step forward, reach up, back into plank, switch, reach, and just keep doing that for 1 minute. 2, 1, let's go. Coming into that plank in between. That's 30 seconds down already. We're down to 15 seconds. Three, two, one. Oh, and that's it. Take a second. I'm gonna take a second. All right, seriously, take a second, grab some water. Nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let your heart rate come down just a little bit. And then we'll go through some stretches. Facebook, I'm gonna leave you here to do your cool down and your stretches. I hope you'll join us Sunday morning at 11 a.m. for Pilates.